do so many Fennec screams.
Okay, there we go. This should be working now.
On the stream.
Cool. Hello. We've been having a time. Linux debuff is real. I'm just adjusting to things. It's a little bit different, I'd say. But yeah. Hi guys. I'm on Linux. I'm finally streaming from a Linux setup this time. I kind of got a little bit fed up with everything else going wrong on Windows, and I figured if everything's going to go wrong, it might as well go wrong on Linux. As you guys can see, I've come pre-installed with the Linux arm warmers, where are my actual socks? Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm fully Linuxed up right now. Also, welcome guys. We're doing the pre-stream. Usually we like to start a little earlier, but I've been kind of working on setup for a little while now.
Butts in.
Especially floofy, yes. Here, let me get into a proper pose real quick. Yeah, that kind of works. Excellent.
Of course, I left my...
Oh, yeah.
I left my mod view up here.
There we go. Oh, I'm just grabbing chat by accident.
You can just grab the chat messages. They're free. You can take them home.
You can take them. Let's see.
Nobody is going to stop you.
Oh, I need to invite Glavin. Let me let him know. Hey, Glavin, we are already streaming. My voice message probably went through the thing.
Oh.
Save the chat messages. Free Shavakadu. Sorry, very similar energy.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Oh God, yes.
Might be too quiet. Hold on.
I can boost that a bit. Let's see. No, I cannot. It is at full.
It sounds fine on my end, admittedly, Tom.
Well, let me...
Can you check your Twitch volume?
Yeah, let us know in the chat how it feels for the rest of y'all. Free Shavakadu. Oh no, we're slowly starting to talk about food again.
It always happens.
Very common moderation office hours. Pizza.
We're very food motivated.
Other people are quiet. Okay. Let me turn up.
Oh.
Okay. Now there should be a screaming Fennec.
Ah, bark, arf, aroo.
Oh, okay. How's that sounding?
I think the same.
No, thank you, Mint. That's really cool of you. But I think I'm good. I just had all of my audio settings actually turned a lot down quite a bit here. Let's see. Make this a little bit bigger, further away. There we go. Just adjusting camera things, and I just grabbed chat again. I'm hearing Glavin in the distance, letting us know that he has arrived. There we go.
Ooh, get grabbed. Ooh, get grabbed.
Smacking me in the face with chat. to Draconis. Nice. But yeah, let's see, what time is it? Oh wow, we're 2 minutes away from needing to start. Cool.
Excellent.
Really racing against the clock again today. That's my bad. But I'm hoping
Stuff
that
happens.
yeah. So let me just like
I'm gonna turn the music down just a titch. Nice of you to drop in.
Oh,
People having.
yeah. Just how the bushes up there, or tree, or leaves, hay bales, farm and tractor supply. I don't know. Drop shipping.
Oh wait, can you guys see this? Can you guys see the camera? Did I turn that on?
But
I never
have
did
it
that.
Off camera.
Okay, my bad. Render preview for everyone. There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
like I'll sneak
Yeah.
in here somewhere then, and just like. I can sit on the.
Yeah. It's got a
There we go.
local collider on it too, so you can like grab it and move it up if you wanted to. That way you don't.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry. I probably should have warned you. It's gonna spring you up there a little bit.
It's very springy. It's
Yes.
like one of those factory couches or something.
We almost launched Glavin into the sky. Oopsie.
It's our
Glavin and I's
space
audio could
program.
be turned up just a little bit more.
Okay, hold on. Let me do that in the Resonite settings. There, y'all are at like 100% volume now.
100%
100.
volume.
So much power.
Yes. Fenrir tech support, indeed. I'm thinking it's probably now 4 p.m. EST. Crazy how it happens again. You know, this year we've once again gone through another. Was that last weekend? That was last weekend. That's probably old news at this point. Daylight savings time. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Columbia just got rid of it.
Why come we just can't get rid of that? Like,
Right? That's what I'm hoping.
Let's see here. I am noticing that yep, nope, the chat on screen is not working. Oh well. I'll try to get that working next time, guys.
Dang. Wait, am I hidden by it? Am I then like scooch over? And just,
Nah, you're good this time. Like we
Okay.
can just be nicely centered.
Frooks, is the Czech Republic not burdened by the pains of daylight saving shifting? I'm
I think
jealous.
Europe changes like an hour.
genuinely, truly.
I think Europe changes like a couple weeks later, or like a month later, or something like that.
Oh,
But
almost
Europe
froze
a
there
few
for a
weeks
second.
later. I see. Okay, no, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Because I think a while back the U.S. changed their time zones so that way you have more summer time. And so they added a couple weeks at the beginning and the end, so the U.S. switches separately from the rest of the world because, of course, they would.
The
You were
last
being
Sunday
accused of,
March, I see.
like what is that called when you're trying to delete a country instead of like a population of people? What is that called? It's not regicide. That's like a king, right?
That's killing a monarch, yeah.
Yeah. You're being accused of like some sort of side.
Oh no, I'm not saying to get rid of British Columbia. I'm saying to get rid of DST.
Nice save.
Oh my god. It's called being one of the FBI agents from Johnny Test who blew up Malaysia. Oh man.
Goodness.
Jeez.
With a crack noise.
Yeah. No blowing up countries. Like
Let's don't do that.
no.
I prefer to not to.
Absolutely not. But yeah, welcome guys. We're doing the moderation office hours again. Sorry I haven't been here for I feel like it's probably been 2 weeks that I've been missing. My bad. I've been going through some stuff here and working on a lot of stuff too. But yeah, we're gonna be here for the next probably hour to answer your questions regarding moderation. An
I'm
hour.
kidding. Go ahead. I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
It's funny, a long time ago, someone complained that we were doing these for 30 minutes, so why the heck were we calling them moderation office hours? True enough. Fair enough, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, valid crash out. So we've adjusted up. Did I hear my voice echo? I thought I heard
I don't think
something
so.
echo for a second. I don't have the stream open somewhere, do I? Hold on. No, I don't think so. Okay, never mind. Sorry, just making sure you guys weren't hearing an echo. Al Nim Nim's at Wendy's. Hi, Al Nim Nim. What are you getting me? What are you getting me, man? I want some food.
I would like a baconator, please.
I want a Dave's triple.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just a pound of meat.
Oh,
God.
Food motivated dog stream.
Baffler says, call Exterminatus on France, the Resonite mod team. Probably. No, we love France. You know what?
Jeez,
We
what's
gotta.
over there?
Yeah, actually, not even. But like, hold on. Zeravax VR says, what is the most asked question people constantly ask during any moderation question activities? Why'd you ban my friend? Oh my god. To which we'll say, we can't talk about it. Sorry. Oh man. Like, trust me, your friends know why they were banned. We told them. So you can ask them, say like, oh, show me whatever mod team sent you or whatever. That's fine. They can share that info. We're totally that. You know what? It's a good point. If you receive like messages from the moderation team, let's say through the ticketing system or just even through the Resonite bot, you can share that information. We're not going to be mad at you for sharing what you received from us as long as it is not modified. Just to make that clear, don't modify what we say, please, because then that's misrepresentation, and I'm pretty sure that's a terms of service violation at that point. So don't do that, but you can share what we send to you guys. That's totally cool. Are you going to answer the question I asked in Discord?
The answer that we get back on it as well, in making it sound like we were saying something different from what the full context of that response is that we actually gave to whoever that person is.
Oh yeah, no, if you strategically remove context to adjust it to make it sound like, worse or whatever, and you're like putting that out there publicly, we might also contribute the rest of the context that you might have left out. Just keep that in mind. But let me see here. Computer user was asking if we're going to answer a question that was in the Discord. So let me take a look here. Oh yeah, here we go. If I edited together clips from various office hours similarly to what Frooks does for the Resonance, would there be any way for me to potentially submit them to be uploaded to the YouTube channel? We might run into licensing issues there because like you are doing the work at that point. I might just have to get off my butt and like learn how to do some editing because like I think that that's valuable for us to have those kinds of things there. Also, I just want to be clear, I appreciate your offer. That's really cool of you. I'm probably just gonna have to like, once I got the spoons for it, I can just go in and learn. It's simple, right? It's really just cutting and pasting. Yeah, some spoons. I get the dishwasher has just started, so it's like they're gonna be clean soon.
Oh my.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, Freaks is saying just cutting a clip is pretty easy to do. YouTube itself also has a clipping functionality. You just have to start and end, and that's it. Oh, that's easy. Cool. I say that, and maybe many weeks later we start having the same question. I hope I actually remember to start doing these. But yeah, no, I think honestly I'll probably just have to like do that when I'm just extremely bored and I've got literally nothing else to do instead of like scrolling YouTube videos or something. I could actually be productive and cutting up my own YouTube videos. That'd be great.
It's addicting, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Then I'll have to give it a shot.
Making clips is actually just genuinely kind of fun.
Oh, well, nice.
I make clips of things all the time.
Let's see. Zervax VR asks, where does the mod team do their work? On the volunteer Discord, the ticketing system, or inside Resonite? Kind of a mix of all three.
Yep, all of the above.
All three.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's not much else to like kind of talk about there. Because yeah, no, we definitely like do most of our work. Like, I can at least talk about the process. Like when we get a ticket, we also have like this lovely little bot in our volunteer Discord server that on a round robin table pings a moderator. Not like screw that up. The mentors are not associated with the moderation team. They're just all under the same umbrella of trust and safety, but they are not moderators. But yeah.
We certainly hope you trust our mentors.
Yes. But yeah, so we'll get a ping. One of the mods will get a ping when a ticket comes in, and that mod is technically assigned to that ticket. But every ticket is an open conversation with the entire mod team. All the mods can see the ticket, and no mod typically works on a ticket on their own, unless of course it's something very cut and dry. Like, let's say there's a scammer posting scam links in our Discord. Those are very rapid response. Those are very cut and dry. Yeah, exactly.
As most of you probably have seen. Or wait, no, you probably haven't seen it because it's that fast.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna out anybody, but there are certain moderators watching the Discord like hawks, and they are so fast. It's scary. It's terrifying, actually.
I don't even think they're even watching.
And then like, I'm on the Discord, and it's just like bing, and I'm like, oh, finally, it's happening. I got this, because I'm already on the thing, and then it's already gone. What?
Yep. That's happened to me so many times.
Oh,
no,
man.
I don't even think that these mods are watching the Discord. I think they just feel it. I think they feel a disturbance in the frickin' force. And they just like I can just imagine some of them just like they're laying flat in bed and they're just like, I have a ping. I know it.
There is something I must do now.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh man.
The Terminator game
Also,
starts
Thank
playing.
you,
Yes.
Draconis, for the sub.
Oh yeah, thank you, Draconis.
Nice.
I saw it. I was just definitely call it out. Thank you.
And to your question, if I share this stupid sub anniversary thing, will it go away? I don't know what that means. So
They're
hopefully,
talking about the
like,
commercials. I think they're talking about the commercials.
oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I think subscribers don't have to deal with the commercials. I'm not sure though. Let's see here. Another question here from Zervax. Within the specs that let me
Baffler,
just
thank you also for the
grab
sub
that
meme.
real quick. Thank you. Within the specs that the team is able to share, how does the moderation process work? Do they just work based on the evidence in a ticket, or if the user is online, are there cases where the moderation team checks their activity in game? So that I'm gonna work backwards through this question, right? Because there are sometimes situations where we will get like a ticket saying this user's going around actively right now to sessions spawning in inappropriate videos or something like that. Yeah, like if I get that, I'm immediately going to look at the worlds list, look for the name of that person, and if I see it, I'm gonna hop in that world. Typically speaking, with OBS running, and making sure I capture, what's going on there. So sometimes that happens. Typically, though, we don't usually get a ticket about stuff that's happening right in the moment. We usually get a ticket that happens stuff that was happening previously, like the previous day or past hour or something like that. And let me look at this here, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Do they work based on the evidence in a ticket? Typically. So if you mean like, do we get external evidence some other ways? Not usually. We're pretty dependent on what you guys send us. So as the moderation process works, I feel like I was almost like halfway through explaining that. Yeah, we'll get like a moderator get pinged by the bot, and we'll have a conversation about what we see in that ticket. and then we'll decide whether we need to ask for more evidence. That's a usual, like 90% of the time, that's usually yes. We'll need to ask for more evidence. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you send us tickets. It's a conversation. It's expected that we're going to need to talk back and forth with you a little bit more. So check your emails.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, like, also, I guess on board with this too, like, so it's they do so typically we're wanting information from whoever it is that's reporting something, and then also we will look on our side to like look at the evidence that they have, usually as a team or group, and then we'll also kind of make sure to validate that evidence, make sure that it is actually legit, and we can collaborate that this event actually took place.
Yeah, definitely. At the very least, we usually are going to need logs. And that really helps us like narrow down like what's going on in that session, who was there, etc., and when stuff was happening. It helps us put everything together. Let's see here.
Chat do be schmoving today.
Yeah. And if a moderation team member, I'm gonna grab this because it's really schmoving. Oh, by the way, do us a favor. If you're going to ask us a question, instead of putting like a Q at the beginning, put a question mark somewhere in there, because then it'll actually pin it for us over on the other side of our little chat thing there. And if a moderation team member spots someone in-game breaking the rules, are they subject to the same rules of creating a ticket to report said member, or can they invoke punishment and provide evidence for the said punishment? We're usually expecting our mods to take action immediately and then write up a ticket and give us, of course, the evidence that we're going to need for that situation. Usually in those cases, it's probably going to be like logs that we'll need just to corroborate everything. But yeah, that's the usual expectation. Doesn't happen too often.
I've had it happen a few times. But also, it's one of those things too that like, just because we take action immediately, we also still have to have evidence to prove like what actually happened and be able to back up the things that like we did as moderators in that session. Because I need to be able to prove to my boss to show, hey, I did this thing and this is why I did that thing. Because I have to be held accountable as well for or any of us for when we do something, to be held accountable for the actions that we take as far as moderation goes. No one moderator can just sit there and just be judge, jury, and executioner. You have to ask. There's a process that needs to be followed.
Exactly. All right, here. So we got another question here from Mint Shock. I had a new user the other day that I suspect was importing avatars he probably had no license to. When I noticed, I just excused myself for a generic reason. Would this be a moderation issue, or how would this be handled? So typically speaking, we assume that a user is bringing in content, knowing that they have like the license or capability, permission, etc., to use that content on our platform. And we would need like, let's say a DMCA takedown notice or a report from the content copyright holder saying that this person's violating their copyright rights. And so in those situations, typically speaking, unless the person says they are not bringing that content in on good faith, if they say that, then make a ticket. Typically, we're going to need like video evidence or some sort of like recording of it happening. Or if they said it in text chat, a screenshot would work too, just as long as it's not a Discord or outside platform screenshot of chat. We don't typically action that. But yeah, no, in that situation, like if you have like a suspicion that it's happening, but you don't have any evidence, it's typically not anything that we're going to be able to do about it. Let's see here. Also, Zervax.
Still report it anyways, just to kind of see if there's a pattern of behavior of that thing happening.
Yeah.
So that's something that we also do kind of take a look at, even if it's not something we can action this time. But if we see, getting a lot of tickets on this over a period of time, it might be something to kind of look into, maybe have a conversation with that individual.
Yeah. Just scrolling through here, I see Zervax saying, just generally interested. You're asking a lot of really good questions. Thank you. Your questions are really good.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, Climber J
Climber also
subscribed
subscribed.
at tier 1, 2 years. Yo, thank you,
Woo!
Climber.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome to see.
Thank you, Climber.
Let's see.
Got a bunch of
Zervax.
subs today.
Oopsie. Let me not grab the camera. Zervax asks, what information should we provide to get the best amount of evidence for the team to work with? Username, user ID, logs, etc. Logs are great. Username and user ID are great. But in a lot of situations, stuff might be happening that we won't see in logs. Let's say if someone says something like that is violating our intolerance guidelines or harassment guidelines, we're not going to see that in the logs itself. We would typically, in those cases, need recordings of the event happening. So if, let's say you are aware that some situation might be going down, if you had OBS set up on your computer, or even like, what are the other ones called? Like the NVIDIA one?
It's like
NVIDIA
Shadowplay.
Shadowplay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Metal.
And Steam VR's, or it's not Steam VR, but Steam's recorder is really good, but it doesn't work in VR, and that's the downside.
Yeah. So if you're in desktop mode, it might work, but unfortunately, it doesn't work in
Not even
VR.
for, like just the desktop window.
I mean, it might.
It
I've never
hooks
messed with it.
directly to the game, so honestly, I need to do more testing in VR. I mostly use it to capture like video game stuff.
Gotcha. Also, pictures
I
can help
actually
as
have it
well. Like
explicitly.
if there
I
is
actually have
somebody
it
like
explicitly not recording in Resonite.
Yeah. Just don't send us a picture of someone saying a bad word.
right.
Unless, of course,
Like,
they're saying
so,
it in
like,
chat, you know,
like if
where we can
someone is-
visually tell.
Yeah. So like if say someone was like, oh, someone came to my world and they spawned out like inappropriate pictures or videos, you can take a picture of it and then send it to the logs and we can see the timestamp of that and then like the logs and kind of get a feel for that happened in your session. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Nuki said someone who was being disruptive said they were 13 in front of Wolfie. Oh, that's another one of our mods. So that's good. And another mod one time in front of me. It was funny. Yeah, in situations like that, that's one of the situations where we're going to expect our mods to take immediate action. They can just at that point tell us the person said they were under 13.
Instant orbital laser.
Yeah. Let's see. Did I let's see here. Another good question here from Zeravax. An example, someone walks around in a not safe for work avatar. You need a recording of their account doing that, assuming with logs, and that'd be enough evidence to work with. Oh yeah, if you send us a video like a recording of that, that's typically that's cut and dry for us. Like that's easy enough to work with.
You wouldn't even need to send logs at that point technically. Like if you send us a video of somebody dang hangling, like it's like you nope, bye.
Yeah. Also, feel free to remind them of our guidelines. If you're seeing it happen. If like most cases, people who do that are doing it accidentally, not realizing that it's happening, or they don't realize that the session they're in isn't private or something like that. And typically moderation is going to give a warning for the first, offense of that anyway. So yeah, feel free to remind them. And then if you also report them, we'll also remind them. And that way they have an official statement from us saying, hey, try to keep that stuff. Well, not try to keep that stuff in private worlds or, otherwise like contextually safe environments for that kind of content.
Yeah, and even stuff like that, that's like, it's very obvious. I would say go ahead and send us logs anyways if you have them available. It just helps us to be able to just know for a fact, like, this is what's happened there.
Yeah. God, you're asking a lot of really cool questions here.
Yes, thank you.
So how does the team handle repeat offenders who skirt the rules without technically breaking them? So at that point, if they're intentionally skirting the rules to cause a disruption, that is a terms of service violation. That is not just a guidelines violation at that point. At that point, that is an attempt to harass and annoy, let's say, our agents or staff. And we would deal with that accordingly. Typically, if something like that is happening, we're probably going to let them know, hey, you are bordering on a dangerous point here, right? Like, you don't want to continue doing this. We will take action if you do not stop. Please abide by our guidelines. If you don't like our guidelines, you do not have to play our game. You can go somewhere else. That's cut
really
and dry.
comes down to, like, if it's obvious, it's like, yeah, we know what you're doing. Like, okay, like spirit of the rules. Bye.
Yeah, like, there's a term I like to go by here because, like, there's certain situations we've encountered in the past. It's a type of trolling called sea lioning, and that one, we know how to detect it. We know how to read it. You can't get away with it with us. Don't try it. But for those who don't know, it's essentially like really trying to skirt the rules in conversation, and trying to make the other person, their target, look like they are the ones in the wrong. I'm not explaining this super great. Look it up. It's a really interesting.
The comic.
Yeah, right. The comic is a really good way of, like, explaining that one. But essentially it's saying, like, how can I put it? You get someone who starts arguing a statement.
It's a Wikipedia article.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm just gonna post that real quick.
It's typically hard to detect, but we've had it happen enough times that when it's happening in front of us, we can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Draconis here says, I posted some screenshots that sparked an argument earlier and would like you guys to weigh in on it if it's all right or not. I'm going off of our previous tickets going on the topic, but they're a bit old by now and would like a more up-to-date thing publicly stated to my knowledge. I am not breaking terms of service. I'm missing context. Was this something that happened today? I'm gonna, like, just scroll down here real quick. Oh man, the chat's really popping off.
Yeah, we're schmoving today.
Yeah. Screenshot. Okay, hold on. Screenshots channel. Okay, hold on. I think I found the screenshots that started the conversation. My immediate, like, scanning of these screenshots, like, is not bringing anything up that looks like a guideline violation to me now. Yeah, no, so for context, what we're talking about here, it's like, how can I put it? There's certain avatar types that some people will look at and think, like, oh, well, this is a fetish. However, you can go and point at just about any Star Trek episode and be like, what's today's kink being represented in this episode, right? You can kind of, like, see that stuff everywhere if you look hard enough. In this case, it's like, pool toy avatars? No, that's not a guideline violation. It's fine. It's just not a problem. What we care about is, like, adult content, because, like, this is where the confusion comes in usually with, like, let's say the language around, do we use NSFW or do we use adult content? We do not ever use NSFW as a term in moderation. It's just an overblown term. Technically, anything can be not safe for work depending on your company's policies. It's just, you can't scroll on your phone in some companies. That's not safe for work. Standing on a desk chair, definitely not safe for work. That's an OSHA violation. You know what I'm saying? Like, even looking at like pictures of a beach can get you fired because like maybe there's a woman in a bikini and your boss assumes that's what you're looking at or something. You know, like, yeah, these are all things that are technically NSFW. We don't use that terminology. We use the term adult content. We clearly define what adult content is in our guidelines. And so if you have, like, let's say Draconis, if you're having a problem with these people who are trying to tell you that, like, let's say your avatar is not safe for work, just remind them to look at the guidelines and, you know, tell you like what specific guideline you're violating. Or even have, like, say, fine, send a report in about me, whatever. It's not going to, like, go, you know, like, for stuff like what you were talking about in the Discord, nothing's going to happen moderation-wise. Let's see here. Where are we? How much have we missed? Are there any rules that moderators find the community frequently misunderstands? Not really. Maybe, honestly, you know what? What we were literally... Yeah, actually, that one in particular. That one is definitely a frequent misunderstanding because, like, how can I put it? I don't know. People look at not the context of something visual, just the visual itself, and then assume that the visual itself is bad or adult or not safe for work, etc. And that's probably the biggest misunderstanding we typically see. And it's a misunderstanding on how we define certain rules on this platform. What is Frooks talking about here? Frooks said there's one situation where I also applied a ban. I was in session and someone joined with extremely offensive username. Yeah, I remember that one. Yep, doing the ban now. Yeah, but that's one of those very rare clear-cut cases. It rarely happens. Oh man.
Brooks has a kill count.
Yes, exactly. Perfect KDR. Yeah, I was going to say, the mod team, we don't have a perfect KDR ratio. None of us do, because we've been banned way more often than anyone else has been banned on this platform.
We ban ourselves and each other often. Yeah.
It's fun.
What you said last time, right before, having a little bit of anxiety there.
Oh my god. For context, it's because we're testing the bans or we're screwing with one another. That's all.
That's got it right.
Oh man. Zervax asks, how large is the moderation team relative to the platform's user base? Considering the team is volunteers, what's the rough 1 to 100 scale? I don't know.
How many do we have? Hold up. One sec.
We've got like at least 15, I think, right? Maybe.
I go look at that specific chat. We have...
While he's checking on that, Draconis asks a good question here. I know modded logs are frowned upon for GitHub issues. What is moderation stance on logs generated by a modded client? As long as the client hasn't modified the actual logs itself, especially to adjust how we're going to approach your case, we don't care. Like, we don't have the luxury to care because there's like... How can I put it? We're so mod friendly on this platform that we're probably at this point assuming maybe half the people on this platform are using mods in some capacity. So no, we don't care. You can send us those logs too. And just as long as you aren't modifying the logs yourself to help your case, because trust me, that's not going to help your case. It'll backfire really hard on you. And that's actually a term. Oh, it's 20. We have 20 mods. Damn. Okay.
Not including you and other staff members.
Oh, wow. All right. I thought we had 15. Cool.
You got some bonus mods.
Yeah, bonus mods. Response, you were asking a bunch of really good questions. Answer, I've been on moderation teams before, Reddit, VR chat, and Minecraft. I do this stuff on the regular, and I had to draft the internal audits back in the day, and I tend to look
Ooh.
look into how other teams do the same. I love to poke your brains one time. That's pretty cool. That's awesome, dude. Another question here from Zerafax. Let me also, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go, here. How do you balance platform safety with creative freedom in avatars and worlds? There is the adult index, but how are but how are other cases handled with free speech to the extent of people wanting to be free to make their own stuff but not break the rules incidentally? So, I'm gonna go ahead and say currently, we actually don't have a good guideline around like artistic freedom expression. I mean, and that's one thing that I really want to fix, like as soon as possible. It's probably my next thing that I'm gonna do, because I've been doing a lot of research like on the legality of like just art in its various forms, including like nude art and stuff like that, and seeing like what we could technically allow here on a legal level. And man, the laws are wide open like on that. There's barely any places other than like let's say the UAE that are going to try to prevent us from allowing people to have that type of art in their worlds here in public. So my stance on it, this is my opinion, and this is something I'm going to have to bring to the team. But my opinion is I don't want to limit freedom of expression unless, of course, it is trying to violate our intolerance guidelines or other guidelines in general. Yeah, so I don't know. It's something that I'm going to bring to the team at some point. It was a good find, though, like that, it's technically legally viable literally anywhere. So yeah. Let's see here.
That's what we just did there.
Chat
there's
moving. How many times am I going to say that today?
Kind of like baiting a reaction to then use to get them sanctioned. Is that in response to sea lining?
Response to sea lining, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Sort of, yeah. And it's also like a continued like harassment campaign that essentially looks like the person who's actually doing the sea lining is just trying to ask questions. I'm just asking a question, etc. It's like that's sea lining, when you are told like, hey, we're exiting this conversation. Or if someone makes a statement that says that they're like annoyed by this, if you keep pushing, we're going to see that as sea lining in that kind of circumstance there. Let's see. Are there automated systems that assist moderators spam detection, behavior flags, etc., or is everything done manually through tickets and similar? We have no automated systems. The only automated system that we even have is the round robin bot that pings the mods on like a name by name basis in just like, as I said, round robin style. That's it. We have no other automated systems other than that. We might put in some systems in the future not to do moderation, but to alert us that, hey, there's like a high level of activity coming from these worlds or something like that. Moderation activity like tickets and whatnot. Maybe in the future. We don't need that right now at all. Like we don't have that level of we don't have that many tickets coming in. So currently we don't need the tools for it. In the future, though, I am very much against us using automated moderation tools to do moderation for us. I've seen other platforms do it. I've seen other platforms have it gamed in front of me. It happened to me once before. I'm not going to name the platform because they don't do that anymore anyway. They remove those moderation tools. But a friend of mine I watched just get ganked right in front of me, disappeared because a group of 5 or 6 people all showed up in front of him and then reported him at the same time, and he just poofed. That was so sad. He was not able to get his account back. Actually, I think it took him like weeks to get his account back through the appeals process. It's terrible. I hate that so much. Let's see. Oops. Can moderators join a live session as an invisible or hidden user to investigate live reports, assuming info can be shared? No, there are no backdoors that anyone can access on this platform, not even Fruxius. Not me, not the mods. We cannot enter your sessions. We cannot see into your sessions unless you have allowed us to do so. If you're in a private session, we don't know what you're doing at all. Like, we value privacy very, very strongly here on this platform. So no, absolutely not. We never want those. Star Trek reference.
Wait, Star Trek reference?
Wait, how far back are we? Hold on. Is that? Oh wow.
That was a while back.
Oh man, we're really trying to catch up here. You have to bring that image into my head. Yeah, it's true though. There's too many. Like, oh man. While looking at that conversation happen, I was just thinking, some people consider furries in general inherently fetishistic. This is just friendly fire. Yeah, like, yeah. That's another issue. We will, as we grow and we get a more diverse community on here, we will start getting people reporting other people for, like, let's say if I'm walking around, like in this avatar, I've had it happen to me before on other platforms, where someone told me they were going to report me for being a furry in like a public, instance, not in VR. It was on another platform that wasn't virtual reality, but it's really funny when that happens.
Like, bro, I am existing. I'm just here. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Let's see. Servas asks, what's the most unusual type of report the team has handled?
I don't know if we can talk about getting into details.
Yeah, I don't think we can even talk about it at all without getting into details. Yeah. And that's the problem.
Same. Yeah.
I can at the very least say we have had at least, well, actually it was like one incident where we had to walk back our decision. That was a very strange case. Unfortunately, that's all the context I can give you. But we, as I've said, we have recognized we made a mistake there. We walked it back. I personally apologized to the person that we went after, and that resulted in another person getting banned. The person that was, yeah. So anyway, can't get too much more detailed than that though. Let's see here. Frooks is saying, I can add a technical answer to this. No, there's no functionality for that in the code. This is in regards to entering sessions, invisibly and all that. No, there's no functionality for that in the code on purpose because backdoors can be potentially abused. Absolutely. The determination on who can join is done on the client's end, not our cloud. So there's no way around it for security and privacy. Yeah. We wouldn't have it any other way. Nuki says, reminder, Resonite is a 16 plus mature creative space, not a game for 12-year-olds like VR Chat or Roblox. Even if this wasn't something you see in television cartoons, no young children are supposed to see it. That's true. Zaravas asks, will moderation have or do they have transparency reports? Not yet. But we might do something like that in the future as long as it doesn't undermine our efforts. That's one thing that we're gonna take pretty seriously. You can be too transparent in moderation and assist people in trying to get around our guidelines by being extremely transparent and specific in how we operate. Go on.
Also, on top of that, more importantly, is if we are too transparent, it can allow people to kind of realize, oh, hey, this is why I got, especially people that got reported or something like that. It gives them potentially a target that they can now target, and we don't want to risk someone else's, security and being able to safely and be able to report something if they need to report something. We don't want people being able to go back and witch hunt somebody else.
Yeah, no, for certain. Team killing in my mod team, it's more likely than you think. Oh man, that's how far back we are. Oh man, that was when we were talking about banning each other, I think.
Chat be schmooving,
Yeah. Zervax asks, let me bring this up to the camera there. If a user believes moderation decision was incorrect, what does the appeal process look like? Will another /secondary moderator look at the appeal, or is this handled through a lead? So
I can answer this one.
Yeah, go for it.
So when a question comes in like this and someone wants to appeal a decision that we have made, number one thing we're going to take a look at is there any evidence that shows that our decision was made in error? And then also, it's not just looked at by just one person. It's going to be looked at by, again, the whole team. When we get some sort of a ticket that comes in, regardless if it's an appeal or an actual ticket, someone reporting something, everybody on the team has access to be able to look at that. And we typically, before doing a big action, we'll typically have a meeting and talk about these sort of things and make sure that we know that this evidence is going on and what we're dealing with. So
Yep.
We'll take a look at it, but we really need to be able to, typically if we've already made a decision to say ban a user or do an account restriction of some sort, we've had good evidence to show that this is, we feel very confident with that decision. But if you can provide evidence that shows contrary, then, like I said, like Vera said, we've had one situation where we needed to walk something back.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's see here. I'm going to try to actually go into question answering mode specifically to try to catch up here.
We're not too far
Well, we
behind.
can use the right side pin messages.
You're right. Absolutely right. I'm like looking at the wrong side of the chat here.
I'm also probably like blocking it.
No, you're good. So around 20 mods, around 200 to 300 daily users. We have way more daily users than that. That's like our typical, maybe peak. But if you're talking about daily active users, it's probably in the thousands, like low thousands. Let's see. How do you avoid moderator burnout given that the team is volunteer based? So currently, there's not a whole lot of moderation activity that we typically end up dealing with. We don't get too many tickets. And how can I put it? Mods can put themselves on vacation mode at any time for any duration, like up to about 3 months.
I think we lost 2/3 of the team during MMC.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. 1,000,000%. And so I'm not expecting people to fork over any time that they can't just immediately give to us. If let's say someone's just not feeling okay, not feeling good, I don't even need to know why. They can just go and put themselves automatically on vacation mode. They ping our bot, and it sets them off of the roster, the rolling, what is it called? What did I say?
Round robin.
Round robin, yeah. That'll take them off the round robin, thing, and that way they can just take a vacation whenever they want to. We also just get together weekly and talk about the tickets that we're getting in, solve any outstanding tickets we might have every Friday, basically. And so I don't know, there's various means that mods can take to relax and take time off if they really want to or need to. There's no, how can I put it? I've even had some mods ask me if there'd be bad feelings if they just left, and we told them no, we're just eternally thankful to you for. Why is my headset saying my battery is low?
Oh,
hello.
no.
Sorry guys, I gotta
at least 10 more minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta take care of this problem right now. This headset is going to die in a minute if I don't.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Cool.
I guess we can go ahead and answer some more questions while Olivia's doing that.
Yeah, where are we at?
Have you seen someone accidentally report themselves?
Yes, and it's funny every time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that one is. Yeah. Oh man. No,
Jeez
like
Louise.
legit, like not to get in, like I'm gonna give you a non-specific like situation. Like, hey, this person wouldn't let me harass them. We've gotten that a couple times, and so they'll just give us their whole life story leading up to the kind of harassment that they're trying to put on this person or something, and then tell us every step of the way how they harass the person. It's funny. It's so silly. Like, don't harass people on our platform. Read our guidelines. We're not going to help you harass people. Oh my god. Are there moderation myths and stories in the community that just aren't true? Yes. Or is the process for moderation open enough that people don't get any myths or misconceptions around surrounding moderation? We could be 1,000,000% transparent, and there's still going to be myths. We could tell you every step of the way how we make decisions. Like, we don't, obviously, but like, let's say if the moderation experience was completely open to the public. Let's say we streamed our tickets incoming and outgoing, and put it all on Twitch and was showing every step of the action, including names of people and stuff like that. There would still be myths. 1,000,000%. We put this stuff out there, like this stream that we do here weekly, and people will still consistently say that we don't talk to the community, we're not open, we don't answer questions, etc.
Since this is related to what we just said, I figured I'd fast forward.
I meant literally report themselves. Like,
Yes.
as in, wait, are you talking about like, yeah, is that what you mean? Like turning themselves in? Like intentionally being like, hey, I did this, I'm so sorry.
Well, they weren't really sorry about it, but we've had people literally report themselves.
Well, okay, but I mean, like, I think Zaravax is talking about like sending in a ticket saying, yeah, like, hey, I did this, I'm so sorry.
I did this.
I broke your guidelines. Like, I don't know what else to do other than I'm sorry. Have we had that happen?
This is going in my inventory. I'm saving this one.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Zaravax reports Zaravax for XYZ. Like, as in just like, I'm trying to imagine like what you mean. Like, if you don't mean turning someone in, then I'm confused on what you mean, I guess. I might need a little bit further. But if you mean like turning themselves in, I don't know if I remember anyone doing that. Nothing comes to mind immediately.
I think we have, but nothing that was actionable, and it was something of, I guess they were just trying to like get a feel for like, hey, this is what I did, like, is this like just letting you guys know or something sort of, but like it wasn't something that we actioned on.
Yeah, like you know what, I think now that you've said that, I remember us saying like to that person like, yeah, no, that's definitely don't do that. Technically, I guess you can consider this like a warning. Thanks for letting us know though, and we know that you have an awareness, self-awareness of this, and that's cool and that's awesome. Have a nice day, etc.
Yeah.
Like, and also I saw Zaravax asking, do I need to stop asking questions? No, your questions are great.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Going.
There have been
we'll get it next time.
There are so many of these streams where we'll be talking about food for 45 minutes. Legit, like, and so like, and then just get everyone hungry involved. Sorry guys, but like, no, your questions are absolutely awesome. They're great. Robert Reviewer says food? No. Not yet.
Nuki grabbed the question slot.
Quick question, how do we contact moderation for an issue on Discord again? So it depends on what it is that you're contacting us about. If you're contacting us about, like, let's say there's someone going around in the Discord spamming stuff, just ping us there. But that's actually the best thing you can do, is ping us there. You don't even have to make a ticket. If you see it happening, ping it, like ping the Discord moderator role, and then like literally it'll be gone by the time like before you've pressed enter somehow. Like just I don't know how they do that.
Maybe reply to the message that you're wanting the moderators to look at.
So, that
reply to that message and then just put @moderators and then like, hey, it looks like a spammer or looks like a compromised account or something like that, and then like it'll get handled within like literally seconds.
Yeah. Is Frooks free? Can I take him? Glitch, he's yours.
But otherwise, but also we should finish the rest of that question though. The other way though is to make a ticket on Resonite, moderation.resonite.com.
I can grab the link for
and
that.
You can, yes, please, and that is a great way to be able to communicate with us, put evidence, kind of really tell like, hey, this is what's going on, and then that is a really handy way for being able to handle things, especially for the things that happen in Resonite. Don't try and get us to try and handle something in Resonite in the Discord. Please make a Resonite moderation ticket.
Thank God for these guys being here, because I just realized I had half answered that question and like I was about to move on. Thank you. That's funny.
Share the brain cell.
Oh wait, I missed this question from Zervax here too. Does the moderation team have its own application process like the mentor volunteer team, or is moderation handled over invite-only basis? Oh God, invite-only. Ooh, that would be terrible. That would be like just extreme levels of favoritism. Like everyone would be bad at us. Like no, we when we do have application periods, we just typically have a period of time where we announce to, let's say, next time I do it, I'm going to announce to the Discord, probably in the announcements channel, that like, hey, we have openings for moderation. Currently, we have 20 mods, and that's plenty for what we are dealing with right now. And in fact, I'd say there's almost like I'm not saying this like we're going to be doing a culling of the mods or anything, but like, I'm saying we have almost too many mods for how many tickets we get. And so that means that like burnout can happen almost in most cases because we don't have enough stuff coming in for the mods to keep their training up on. I had a little bit over prepared, but I figured it's better to be over prepared than under prepared in just about any situation, especially in regards to trust and safety. Yeah, no. So next time we have an application period out, we're going to put it in the Discord. Questions. Is this question useful? Thanks. That particular question isn't. That's fun. Let's see. Zervax asks, what is the meaning of life? The universe is just a cosmic kindergarten.
Legit.
Ooh, you should just leave that there.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. That's where I'm leaving it. Glitch says, but if taking him were against moderation guidelines, could I take him anyway? I'm not going to say yes to that. I'm not going to let you violate the guidelines. What do you mean? What do y'all do for res? We're just like miscreants, and we don't really do much at all for this platform. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no. So I'm Veer. I'm the head of trust and safety for the platform. I run the moderation team, the mentor team, and the support team. Though technically the support team is just one member right now, and technically the person that runs it isn't me, but I manage him, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's what I do for the platform. And these two are some of our lovely mods. This is Tatsu and this is Glavin. And they help keep the Resonite platform safe and fun to use for everyone.
I'm yelling at people until morale improves.
Yeah. Wait. What?
What? No, the rules.
Down?
What? Morale's down.
Oh no! Rarf, Chorp.
It's getting worse.
Yep. I
got confused. Sad. Oh my gosh. When users submit screen, this is another one from Zeravax here. Let me put it up to the screen. I gotta get used to doing that.
We are caught up, by the way.
Yeah.
Right here.
When users submit screenshots or recordings as evidence, how does the moderation team verify they haven't been edited or taken out of context? Do they ask for additional evidence or context, or contact the other party to confirm? We don't contact the other party. Because that's being a little bit, that's like edging onto like being too transparent, and like at that point, like we could be helping people evade moderation action. So we don't do that in particular. So screenshots or recordings as evidence, how does the moderation team verify they haven't been edited or taken out of context? So the context part, that part's extremely difficult to tell. In those cases, we're probably going to try to like match what we see to, let's say, a log. We're almost always going to ask for logs. Let's give an example. And this isn't something that has happened, but let's say in the future we got a ticket saying like, hey, this person is harassing me. They're touching my avatar. They're poking my nose or something. And I told them to stop. Here's a video recording of them touching my nose. And like, let's say like they send us a video of an avatar, you know, like doing this or something to someone else's nose. And, you know, maybe we could tell, hey, the rest of that avatar is not moving. Is that person even there? Right? We'll ask for logs. And if we can't confirm that that person was there, then we can't confirm that you're telling the truth. So in those situations, logs help us immensely. Let's see. Does the wait, I feel like I probably didn't answer the other part of that, did I? Do they ask for additional evidence? So yeah, I guess the other part was the context part, like if stuff is taken out of context. In that particular case, though, it doesn't necessarily matter. Let's say, like, if you're breaking our guidelines, but the context makes it seem like it's okay, it's not okay. It's a violation of our guidelines still in that kind of a situation. But I guess I'd need specifics. You know, this is kind of like a sort of difficult to pin down sort of situation. Let's see here. Glitch says, theoretically speaking, because I am a cat. Okay, I'm going to skip. Does the decentralized user / user-hosted session architecture make moderation harder compared to traditional centralized platforms? Probably. I mean, like, I've heard other platforms allow their moderation team to, like, go into, like, user sessions or something invisibly and, you know, like monitor things.
Fascist as fuck.
Yeah, well, it's definitely like something we don't agree with here. You know, because we do value privacy so strongly here on this platform. Yeah, that can make moderation a little bit more challenging, but we're here for the challenge. You know, we want to still make it work because we believe in it. Certainly. And my last question, what's the most rewarding part of being a moderator for this platform? Well, I can tell you, at least from my perspective, I love this platform. This is my dream come true of a platform. Literally ever since I was a little kid and like, I think it was Digimon, if I'm honest, I became enamored with like virtual worlds and the concept of having a virtual world where you can like, you know, do whatever you want in it, right? Like I loved video games as a kid. And this is quite literally the thing that I wanted most. And I just stumbled into it one day. Fruxius was building it and I fell in love day one with it. And I knew from that point forward, I wanted to help build, you know, parts of this platform. And I wanted to actually focus initially on making like my own little home world and stuff like that and share it with other people. It's the one we're actually sitting in right now, the Viridian Islands. And then eventually I realized that there wasn't a moderation team because the platform was so early. It was so young. And I knew that I had experience doing community moderation, at least on Second Life. I wasn't part of their official mod team, but I did moderate a lot of sessions, a lot of sims in Second Life, and I had a lot of, like, basically a decade of experience with that. I figured, you know what? I knew from that point I could help here. and then I continued doing so. So like, what does that do for me? Like, what is that like? Sort of like, what is my reward there? Knowing that we're doing a good job and keeping this platform safe and keeping it running smoothly and happily for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And for me, I came in here from VR chat, and one of the first things I had to get used to was just the fact that like everyone can affect another user, and there's like, because like in VR chat it's very very much you have a player autonomy, and like no one else can affect you unless you specifically allow it. And here it's very much kind of backwards. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's something that if people can be that are not it's just like in real life, right? If someone's not aware to just treat people with respect, and so it's one of the things that when I first came in here, I found that was kind of a big problem for me. And so it's kind of nice being able to be in here and be able to kind of help people to like help with from a community level to like kind of help people to understand consent and to let's try to treat people with respect, treat them like they're real people, because there's a real person behind that screen or a headset. So just treating people with respect, and it's kind of nice seeing the efforts of that going through on a community level, and then also being able to help with on the moderation team to be able to help people to just be good to each other, be excellent to each other, and like I like that.
I can't say too much differently, to be honest. I can't help myself. I just naturally end up falling into protecting people. I've been a local community admin for my local state Utah furry group for 12 years. I don't do that currently, but 12 years of my life has been protecting my local community. So I can't help myself, and just because y'all aren't local to my state doesn't make it any different.
Aw. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and start.
There's
like
a lot. Yeah, we're over
Yeah.
time at this stage.
Oh wow, there's a lot.
Glitch is gonna submit a ticket on you via you pass their ticket, and they're calling it speciesism.
Oh yeah, I see Nuki is definitely like accusing me of speciesism too. Oh man. What is y'all's favorite game other than Resonite? Oh, what am I playing lately? I've been playing a lot of Dave the Diver. I love that game. It's such a cute game.
I'm on Guild Wars 2 even while I'm in Resonite sometimes.
Does Blender count as a game?
No.
No.
Steam doesn't even say it's a game. Steam says it's like a utility.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zervax says, "Oh God, Second Life." Yeah, I played that for 16 years, and then like in 2019, I basically pivoted very hard away from that into VR, and that's when I started exploring VR worlds. Why are the mods all dogs anyway? Please, meow.
I do meow. I meow all the time. I rarf and I bork and everything.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I mean, like, I don't know about this one, but Tatsu's a fennec.
I'm a fennec.
Yeah, that's not a dog. Maybe dog adjacent. Oh, right.
We're
I'm
Canis
only
Lupus. We're Canis
Yeah,
Lupus.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only half dog and half cat and half dragon and half
I'm not even
kangaroo and
Vulpes.
Canis
Half-
frumpus.
the volley and half ferret or something. About 100% creature. Yes.
Where's the cat representation? We didn't have any apply, so
Did we not? Hold on. Okay. So no. Okay. No. Here's the thing. Now I'm thinking. Okay. We got a dog. We got a fennec. We have a creature. We have a bat. We have alien dog. We have I'm just gonna go through the list. Hold on. Okay. We got another dog. We have a couple of humans. We got there's a cat.
Don't forget the eldritch skeleton guy.
There's a dragon. Oh, we do indeed have an eldritch skeleton.
I like that one.
They've not been around for a little while. We got a rabbit. We got. I'm really trying to not name names. We have second dragon. We have...
Wait, are you talking about mods, like moderators who are on the team?
Yes.
You can name names, they're on the wiki.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what techno is.
Techno is a fluffy thing. More
Techno's a
akin
fluffy thing.
to a rabbit. Also, I think the dragon that you're talking about, that's Rin, right? Rin's
Yep,
a
and then I was
fluffy
talking about
dragon.
Ozzy. Rin's a fluffy dragon. Ozzy's a scaly dragon.
Fluffy.
With fluff.
Yeah. But they're both very, like, dog adjacent still.
I don't know if I'd consider Ozzy dog adjacent personally, but
You're gonna have a little mix as a treat.
Full toy themed resonance one. That'd be fun, but I don't know of any, like, yeah. Oh man.
just
I
summer.
can get my floaties and everything.
Oh, we could do that. That'd be funny.
You're going like
In a
lazy river.
pool.
Veer,
Yeah.
we should do a beach episode. We should do a beach
Ah,
episode.
beach episode. That'd be fun.
Wait, but wait. What if it's not safe for work though? What if we get fired because they think we're looking for freedom?
Freedom at the beach. This is a top freedom beach. You know that's what's going on here. Yeah. Glavin's looking for beaches on federal land. Like, oh man. I think Zervax.
Good.
I think Zervax asked me a good question here, though. Do you mind if I poke any of your brains somewhere in the future if I have any more moderation team questions, assuming you can answer them, or just wait until the next mod office hours? We prefer that it stays at the mod office hours. Like, that way...
Where's the office hours link?
That way, when you ask the questions, we can answer them, and everyone can see the question being asked, everyone can see the question being answered, and it's not like, you know, how can I put it? That way everyone has context and everyone has an answer to a question. Maybe they had it in their head, or they saw a good question that they didn't think to ask, and now they know the answer to that question and they're thankful for it. So in those circumstances, yeah.
If you're like me and you have hella ADHD and you need to write down your question right now so that you don't forget it by the time the stream comes back about, there is a link to the moderation office hours forum, and you can drop your questions there, and we check that at the beginning of stream every Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Foxes are
And
dogs
that way
because they're
also other people
fluffy.
can take a look at the question and maybe inspire someone else to also ask a follow-up question related to that particular question that you just asked. Also gives you time to shape a question to kind of like get like if it's something that needs like extra context into it or whatnot, like put that in there.
Beach episode. Glavin is so funny. Beach party background music. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna break out the bossa nova again.
Damn it.
Oh, you know what? Like maybe we could get some tropical house or something going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Sojourner Island
love
still
house.
broken?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. No, wearing pants is not required by the guidelines. That's true.
Oh, thank gosh. Whew, I would have been fired already.
Zervax is sauce. Yeah, indeed. All right, folks. With that being said, we finally made it down to the very bottom of the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, man. Resonance starting in 19 minutes. Okay. So,
We can keep it going for 19 minutes, can't we?
No.
we can't do a Passover, can we?
Food. Nope,
Like-
unfortunately not.
Dang. Okay. Let's see. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at Twitch here and seeing who I can raid. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh, Tom Fox. It was just page 1 of chat. Press next page and see the next 100 questions.
Right.
So yeah, Freaks is in 18 minutes is going to be starting the Resonance office hours, which is where you can go and ask Freaks all sorts of questions about Resonite and the
This
state
is
of
much
things.
more technical than we are,
Yes.
Yes.
but just as silly.
Indeed.
Glitch, I'm sure you could steal Fruix during the resonance, but I think Fruix has all the power in that situation. Glitch quest on Resonance. The Resonance just slowly sees Glitch approaching from behind for the entire stream, and then at the very end, Glitch finally reaches Fruxius.
Hey, so it's time to ask if HTML is programming language.
All right, folks.
That's markup language.
It looks like Creator Jam is streaming Resonite, so I'm going to go ahead and start the rating process to that today. It's going to take about 15 seconds here. So yeah, we're going to be... is mayonnaise a dev tool?
Well, I think we're about to find out in the next stream.
All right, folks. Thank you guys for your wonderful questions. Zeravax, I hope I see you next time. Your questions were great.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend.
Thank you, guys. Bye, guys.